Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, this is your first time watching, my name is A.Nicole. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to be trying out my Laura Mercier. This is the Honey Translucent Setting Powder. And these products were received from Influenster, so this was received complimentary in exchange for a public review. So I want to make this perfectly clear, I did not pay for these products. These were sent to me for testing purposes. So in this box I received a primer, which is here. I received a velour powder puff. And then I already took this out of the box because I just wanted to, I was really curious to what size it actually was. And this is the powder. And I have heard very good things about this powder. So this is a newer version of it. It is a honey shade. And it says it is for medium skin tones, and I don't remember, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere it was for like specific undertones. Let me just look on Sephora and see if I am right. So my plan is to do a wear test for this. So I like to have at least 8 hours for a wear test. So right now it is 11. So hopefully I have all my makeup applied by 12 and we can, you know, do end of day things at 8 p.m. tonight. So I don't think it's going to take me a whole hour to do my makeup, but you never know. Things sometimes don't go right. And I lost my train of thought when I was on my phone, but I got back on there. So let's see. Okay, so it says medium skin tones with olive, warm, and golden undertones. I do have an olive undertone, but the packaging just says for medium skin tones. So I'm not sure if everyone could just use it. If you have just like straight neutral, like I have a slight olive undertone. So like if something has an olive undertone, I can still use it. But I prefer to have just neutral, like completely neutral. But we're going to see how it works. Now this is a favorite of a lot of people. So I've always wanted to try it. I just haven't really put the money out for it. So this size here is the mini size, and this retails for $23. The full size is $39. So to start off, I moisturize my face using my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, of course, typical. So let's go ahead and see what this primer looks like. Here is the actual tube, which is actually quite nice for a sample size. I don't think that's focusing. There we go. And it says it is silicone free. So I'm just going to put some on my finger. Okay. So it's like a creamy white texture. So let's go ahead and see. Not a strong scent, which is nice for bases. I'm just going to apply 4 little dots and then rub it in. So it kind of melts into the skin, which is nice. It kind of, the texture as I'm putting it on kind of reminds me of Tarte's base tape. So this is the one thing in the box that I'm worried about, because it is a primer, so it's one of the first steps to do on the skin. So if I have a reaction to it, it's going to be probably quite bad. So I'm hoping that nothing happens to it. I honestly didn't even see if it was okay for sensitive skin, but it is a hydrating. Typically, hydrating products are a little better for sensitive skin, so we'll see what happens. So again, I'm doing a wear test on 2 products that I'm trying. So in between, I'm going to use products that I know and I trust. So I'm just going to go in with my Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. And this is in the shade Natural Beige. And I did not get a sponge. Okay, so we are now back with a sponge. This is the Cream or Creme Shop sponge that I received from BoxyCharm. I also don't have a mirror. I'm going to use this palette as my mirror today. Took my mirror in the bathroom and did not bring it back. Okay. So the sponge blended quite nice. I did pick up a decent amount of product, but it also placed product in places where I didn't actually have, like I didn't pick up new foundation, and it just kind of blended everywhere. So I did like the application with the sponge, so I will be using that again. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my concealer. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to be using the Too Faced I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. Okay, so as of right now, I have a very dewy look to my skin, which I'm not a fan of. So hopefully this will help with that. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I would prefer it if this was like brown, because this is, but let's see what we got going on. Alright, so here is, hopefully this will focus on that. Right, that's what the powder actually looks like. I just tapped some into the lid. And we're going to go ahead and apply this. I've never actually used one of these, but I have seen it used, so hopefully I do this right. Okay. So I only applied it under this eye. But you can, I don't know if you can see that, but I can see it. This one doesn't look as shiny as this side. Yeah, I can definitely see it on camera. So that is what I'm looking for from powder. I don't know about you, but that was pretty amazing. And I am a person that tends to like to set their whole face. I do set under the eyes more than the rest of the face, but I just don't like the sticky feeling. So we'll see how this goes for me. Powder has been applied. I can say that a little of that powder goes a long way. So I used like the smallest amount. I may have tapped some into the cap twice. I do actually like using this. You see how it got dirty because of just the color. But I do like using this better than a brush, honestly, because I feel like as you're pressing it into the skin, it's like more precise than the brush. Because a brush, sometimes I'll put it on the brush and then I'll tap it off and it'll just put like a big splotch of product in one spot. And then you have to kind of buff it out, and then you're kind of tearing away at the product that you put down below. So I feel like this was more precise because you can just touch where you need to. So I did like that. Yep. It says it sets makeup for 16 hours. I'm not doing a 16-hour wear test. I'm sorry. I'm going to do 8. Right now, I didn't put my watch on. It's only been 15 minutes since I started. So we're making good timing. We have our bases on. I think my face looks pretty good. So this powder is supposed to prevent flashback. So I'm going to take a picture with my rear camera on my phone with the flash on, just to, you know, kind of test that. And hopefully I'll remember and I'll place it like at the end of the video so that you guys can really see if it does prevent flashback, which it should. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. But I didn't pick out a palette for my eyes. I also didn't do my brows yet. So for my brows, I'm just going to use my Wander Beauty. This is, if anyone hasn't been here before, this is the Frame Your Face Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. And this, as of now, is my favorite eyebrow pencil. So this is pretty much what I always use. I do have a couple that are like okay. One of them, the shade is off a little bit. It's too red for me. And then, oh no, another one is okay, but I prefer this one. So this is what I use all the time. It's probably going to run out soon, and then I'll be really upset. But then that'll force me to use other products, so. Okay guys, we are back. So I cut myself off because when I turned my camera on this morning, it said, yes, I have a full battery. When I got to the eyeshadow part, it was like, no, I'm dead, actually. So I took it out and charged for a little bit. So hopefully I can make it through this video without it telling me it's dead again. So I had started saying that this palette was sitting next to me, so this is what I'm going to use. This is the Maddie Ziegler and Morphe collab, the Imagination palette. I did do a whole video on this, which I can tag up above. I did like a rainbow look because look at those colors. They're so freaking pretty. And more recently, I used the neutral shades up here to do just a quick look. Don't really know what I'm doing today, but we're going to start out with, we'll do M3, which is this one right here. We're going to put this in the crease. Don't really know what I want to do, like always. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Go Home on the outer corner. It's like a really, really deep red. And we're gonna let that go as is. I'm not gonna blend it out yet. I really don't know where to go from here. I think I'm going to go in with the purple, which is called She Insist, which is here. I'm just going to place that on the remaining part of the lid. Now I'm going to take my Lavish taper blending brush. I really don't know what the other ones were. I used my Lavish pencil brush and then my Lavish just regular eyeshadow brush. And then this brush that I use for the creases from the Frito Callow line from Ulta Beauty. I'm just going to try to blend these together a little bit. Okay, I honestly really like the way those two colors look together. Looks really nice. So I don't really know. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Dancing Queen, which is this nice bright pink. I'm just going to place a little bit of that over top of the purple. Just using an Ulta Beauty eyeshadow brush. I feel like I should have went in with more purple on this side. But I put the shimmer on now, so we're just gonna go with it. Alright, so let me take a liner brush and do the same pattern on the bottom lash line. And I only put the pink over top of the purple, so there's no shimmer on top of the deep burgundy color. Okay. And I'm going to take another liner brush and do the same with the purple. And I'm going to take a smudge brush and smudge it a little bit and blend it together. This is not a smudge brush. That is definitely a concealer brush. Okay, I'm going to take an actual smudge brush and try to do this. Okay, and then I'm going to take the liner brush that I used to apply the purple and put some of the pink on top too. Ooh. Okay, and then last we have inner corner. I think I'm just going to use this shade here, which is called God Mom. Alright, that's it for the eyeshadow. I guess I do still need to keep the thing. Actually, no, I'm going to use a regular one. Okay, so I have my Better Than Sex eyeliner here. And I'm going to try to line my eyes. So the right side went on like perfectly, and then the left side was like, yeah, no, I'm going to just ruin your whole day. So pretty sure they don't match, but you know what? I'm done trying. So I'm just going to use this Ciate London Triple Shot XXL mascara because it's sitting here. I just used it in my last video, I'm pretty sure, but it's here. So this is what we're going to use. So I did not pick out a blush. There's nothing really in the palette that I can use. Alright, let's go ahead and pick out a blush. Alright, we have this Shimmer and Sweet Blush palette, which I haven't used yet. This was purchased from Ulta. This was like really affordable like makeup. However, I did get a quad eyeshadow from the same brand in the same order. I think they were like 5 for $5 or something like ridiculously cheap. And the eyeshadow came completely just like busted, so I didn't even get to use it. But I'm going to go in with the lighter shade here. So I think the darker one's going to be too dark for me. Alright, and then for highlight, again, I'm just going to use, because this is here, I used this in my last video, this is the Wander Beauty Wanderlust Glow highlighter in the shade After Hours. And I'm just going to use to apply that. And then for lips, I'm just going to grab something from over here. Alright, this, I don't want to use that yet. I want to try and use stuff that is going to go bad soon. So I'm going to use, well, not soon, but like, I don't want to keep using products and introducing, couldn't think of the word, bacteria, because then I won't be able to use it and it'll just go to waste. So I'm going to use my Appeal Cosmetics Ultra Cream Lipstick, and this is in the shade Muse. Just what's the shade here? Setting spray. We're going to use our Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Obviously, I need to use this because this is definitely going to go bad soon. Okay. This is today's look. So, we're going to go about our days. And then we're going to see how this looks at the end of the day. I honestly think it's going to look perfectly fine. But I will check in with you guys. It is 12:14, so I'll go ahead and check in with you guys at 9 p.m. We'll give it a little more than 8 hours of wear. So I'll see you guys at the end of the night. Bye now. Okay guys, we are back with the end of day update video for the wear test. I think everything held up pretty well. I don't see any major irritation. Lipstick is gone, obviously. Lips look real dry. Eyes look good. Face looks good. So I'm going to now take the makeup off and make sure there's no irritation under here. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, my face is clean. I see no irritation from the primer. Just minor irritation from just being washed. That's always like that. So I don't see any major bumps. I think I have one up here, but nothing major. So I think it's safe to say I can use that primer. I definitely liked the setting powder. I'll be using that until it's gone. But that's all I have for this video. So if you do like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with new videos. I will see you guys in the next one, and I'll be with us today. Bye now.